The old dynasty dates back to the old Oyo Empire, with Alaafin as the emperor. However, there are powerful women who control the kingdom. They include, among others, Iyamode.
Ó ká ní bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe ń sọ gbólóhùn Àjíkẹ́ bọ̀ lọ́nà ọbẹ̀ ìyẹn ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbé àṣà Yorùbá náà lárugẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ á gbìyànjú ká gba àṣà bàbá wa òun náà padà.
Iyamode is the only person in the entire world who the Alaafin is permitted to kneel before. Iyamode occupies a role so deeply respected that the king calls her Baba, which means father in Yoruba. Whenever the Alaafin goes on his knees before this powerful woman, she also returns the salutation by going down on her knees, but never reclining on her elbows while doing so, as this is the custom of women in saluting their superiors. She resides outside of the palace, and she is the superior of the celibates living in Bara, the royal mausoleum. Once a woman becomes Iyamode, she becomes celibate and stays away from sex for life. She is one of the most senior priestesses inside Alaafin's royal court. Obagunte. She represents the Alaafin in the Ogboni fraternity and enters the Ogboni chamber on all occasions and at will. Enioja. She is the head of all the Eshu worshippers in Oyo, and she is in charge of the king's markets. Iyanoso. The Alaafin of Oyo is worshipped as the living incarnation of the Shango, the god of thunder. Inside the palace, the Alaafin has a private place where he worships Shango. Iyanoso is in charge of this spiritual room. She has to do with Shango worship. Generally, she's the one responsible for everything linked to it, the worship and rituals. Iyakere. Iyakere is the person who places the crown on the head of the king at the coronation. She is the only one in charge of the treasures and paraphernalia of the Oyo kingdom, including the crowns. Iyakere is also the mother of all Ilari, that is the male and female eunuchs, who are kept in the palace with half their heads shaved off. Iyakere exercises full power over the feudal heads like Asein, Oluwo, and Song of Ogbomosho. Once she assumes the office, she remains a celibate for life. Iyaoba. Iyaoba is the official mother of the king. After the demise of the queen mother, any other lady of the palace is then made the Iyaoba, and she is the one who plays the role of a biological mother to him. Iyaoba is the third person in the room when the Alaafin and Bashorun worship the Orun in the month of September every year. Iyaoba is the feudal head of Bashorun. Iyamonari. It is the role of Iyamonari to execute by strangling any Shango worshipper who has been condemned to death. Shango worshippers condemned to capital punishment cannot be killed by the sword. She is also the second in command and assistant to Iyanoso. Iyafiinku. She's Alaafin's devotee to the Shango mysteries. It's the normal practice for all Shango worshippers to devote one of their children to the worship of Shango, and that is the role Iyafiinku fulfills for the Alaafin. She is also in charge of the Shango ram, which is allowed to go everywhere and around the market without anyone molesting it. And the ram can also eat with impunity anything it so desires from the traders. Iyalagbo. She is the mother of the Crown Prince Aremo. In a case where the mother of the Crown Prince Aremo is deceased, then another woman is promoted to that office, and she becomes the mother of the Crown Prince Aremo. Iyalagbo enjoys massive influence and privileges and controls a portion of the kingdom. The Alaafin's agumu, that is the medicinal powders, and agbo, that is concoctions, are placed in the care of Iyalagbo, the king's private attendant, who is in charge of his private pharmacy. Are Orite. She is Alaafin's personal attendant. It is the Are Orite who sees to it that the royal meals and royal bed is properly made. She also makes sure that the royal chambers are neatly arranged when an Alaafin is enthroned. It is the Are Orite who places the umbrella over his head as a canopy, and she is constantly by the side of the Alaafin to see to his needs. These influential and powerful women communicate with the spiritual realm and guide every single step of the Alaafin, and they encourage and support him during periods of challenges and defend him from all forms of evil, both physical and spiritual. They educate him on what he can eat and what is forbidden for him to touch. They are the ubiquitous brains behind the kingdom. As only a mother can give birth to a son, only the great mothers can make a king.
Ìbà, ẹ̀yin ìyá wírẹ́rẹ́, abojúṣinṣin. Mo ṣèbà kọ́dá ayé, mo ṣèbà Olódùmarè, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi olókìkí òru, anamọ láì fọwọ́ kàn. Mo ṣèbà bá yín o. Ìbà, ẹ̀yin ìyá.